Hello, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we are doing the 12th recipe from the Carrot Cake Murder. It is called Lemon Fluff Jello. It is these two, just those two. So, a couple things with this recipe before we start. You are going to need some form of Jello mold. I ordered that one off Amazon. You want one that is at least 8 inches, I think is what they said. It does have a note later on about putting the excess in a separate bowl. But the ingredients are 3 small 3 ounces apiece packages of lemon Jello, 2 cups of water, 1 large can, 20 ounces crushed pineapple, which you will drain. The juice. You're going to use the juice though in a separate part. It says 2 cups cold water, and that is dependent on how much juice you get out of your 20-ounce can. I got half a cup, so I will need a cup and a half of cold water. Then you'll want 1 small 2-cup container Cool Whip or any other whipped non-dairy dessert topping, and then 1 can enough to make an 8-inch pie of lemon pie filling. It says if you can't find lemon pie filling in a can, Andrea couldn't, Florence didn't have it at the Red Owl, you can use a 3.4 ounce package of lemon pudding and pie filling. Just follow the directions for pie filling and add it to your Jello mixture at the proper time. So the first thing it says is to drain the pineapple, save the liquid, boil 2 cups of water in a saucepan, take it off the burner, and make the Jello. Stir it up for 2 minutes. It says there's nothing worse than Jello powder that doesn't dissolve. It makes a layer of sweet lemon rubber at the bottom of your Jello mold, and the mixture on top is runny. To tell if Jello powder is dissolved, reach in with your impeccably clean fingers and rub a bit of the liquid between your thumb and your finger. If it's not gritty, it's dissolved. And then when the Jello powder is dissolved, you have your Jello combination. You're going to mix the pineapple juice with enough water to make 2 cups, and then you're going to add that in and stir it up. And then you're going to refrigerate it until the Jello is partially set. This should take approximately 45 minutes. Then you're going to put it into an electric mixer, it says whip it with a whisk or an electric mixer, I guess to break it up. I've never put actual fully formed Jello in any kind of mixer, so I really have no idea what that's going to come out like, and I'm kind of interested to see it. To that, you're going to fold in the Cool Whip. To that, you're going to fold in the lemon pie filling. This is the time to make the instant pudding and pie filling and fold it in your Jello if you couldn't find canned pie filling. I think I found it at Food Line. And then you'll fold in the drained crushed pineapple and blend thoroughly. You're going to spray your 2-quart Jello mold or a standard sized bundt pan with Pam or any other nonstick spray. You'll also need a second, much smaller bowl or mold to hold the Jello that won't quite fit in the first mold. And then it says to transfer the Jello mixture to your molds and chill it in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours before serving. So, a couple of things that I'm doing slightly different. The boiling water. I have a tea kettle that boils water just as good and probably faster than doing it on the stove. So I will measure out 2 cups of boiling water. And then to save me a bowl and probably some time later, I'm just going to mix the Jello and the hot water in my KitchenAid mixer and then put this in the fridge for 45 minutes and then just pop this right in my KitchenAid to beat it with the electric mixer. It just saves me dishes, saves me steps. That's what I'm going to do. But everything's laid out. Let's get started. This is everything we're using to make this today. So into the KitchenAid bowl, we are adding our 3 packets of Jello mix. And then our 2 cups of boiling water, hot water. And then we're going to mix that for 2 minutes. And why can't you put the Jell-O mix into the water and boil it and stir it that way to make sure it's all combined? Like, what if I stir this for 2 minutes and it's not combined because it wasn't hot enough or because it didn't stay hot long enough? Like, does it matter? It feels completely dissolved. It does not feel gritty at all. So we're adding our pineapple juice water combo of 2 cups. And we're just going to get that mixed in. And now this will go into the refrigerator for 45 minutes. So it has been closer to an hour. And I've gotten it kind of set. Now it does say you want it partially set. This is what I am assuming it wants. So I'm gonna put it on the mixer. And it says to whisk it. It doesn't really say what you're looking for, and that kind of is concerning. Next, it says 1 small container. It does say 2 cups, but it says a small container, so I'm just going to assume this is 2 cups. This is not really mixing. Like, I'm just about to start full stirring. Next is the lemon pie filling. And I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at my mold. And I'm definitely thinking at this moment, I'm going to need that extra bowl. Which I bought, I think, a 10-inch Jello mold. And I thought for sure it would be enough. And apparently I just found a large unmixed clump of Jello. So I don't know what the heck we are going to end up with. Next, we have the crushed pineapple. It says to fold this in, but then it says to blend it thoroughly. Am I supposed to bring the mixer back out? And if that's the case, why not just mix everything in? Why fold it? And if you think about it, this is lemon and pineapple, and that seems like a very strange combination. Kind of tropical-ese, I guess. I have never in my life made a Jello mold. Let's put that out there. So I know that these were very popular in like the 50s, which is very before Hannah's time, if I'm not mistaken. Although I feel like they are a very popular Midwestern staple still in the videos I've seen on TikTok. So if y'all know if I'm doing anything close to right, that'd be great. Because this just seems like a hot mess. Alright. We're calling this mixed. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I am debating on what I'm gonna do. Because this isn't gonna work. This is a standard size bun pan. This is the Jello mold I bought. They do not look like they hold anywhere near the same. I'm gonna stick the 2 to form, and I'm gonna pour what we can in here. And the rest of it, I'm gonna pour in here, and we'll just, I don't know what we're gonna end up with. But it says to spray it with non-stick spray. Okay. Alright, so I have this little bowl from earlier that I was using for pineapple, to drain the pineapple. And we're just going to use it. So this is what we ended up with. This will go in the fridge for 12 hours. Okay, so it is the next day. It is about 12 hours later. This, I don't know what to do with this one. It's not even coming out a little bit. This is our Jell-O mold. It definitely easily peels away from the sides with the silicone, but I don't know if it's going to come out necessarily. Fingers crossed. I'll be honest, I don't even know how to flip this thing. I think I have an idea. So alright. Give you an overhead view, and then I guess I'll slice into it. I don't know if it goes in a bowl or if it slices. I'm not sure what to make of that. This is what we ended up with. Alright. I just want to say, it gives scrambled egg vibes. Okay, so it very much gives off scrambled egg vibes in the color and the texture. I find that hilarious. Okay, so taste. It's very interesting. The texture is very soft, kind of creamy. The taste is very bright, very refreshing between the pineapple and the lemon. Which I feel like pineapple and lemon, they're both yellow, yes. They are an odd pairing choice in the mind. But they go together quite well. Like I said, I look at this and it looks like scrambled eggs. It does not look like it should taste anywhere like what it does. No, it is really good. The thing itself molded almost fantastically well. It was a little tricky in the silicone mold to get it to flip because I kept pushing up the bottom, but it was kind of jiggling out. I didn't want it to flip it like the traditional way and just have it go everywhere. So the two pans, one on top, one on bottom, sandwich and flip really fast, worked beautifully. And I could totally see getting like a can of whipped topping and spraying little bits up there, and then maybe putting like little crystallized pineapple slices or maybe some sugared lemon peel things on top to decorate it and make it look fabulous. If it was for like a party, I could totally see somebody doing that. But even just plain on its own as like a treat, it did take a really long time having to sit for 12 hours. So this is definitely more of a party thing. I feel it's not something I would just make at home to randomly have. It's not a randomly have thing. But next week we will be making a chocolate peanut. Next week we are making a chocolate peanut butter cake with a never fail fudge frosting. So I'm not looking forward to that one. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter. I'll make it because it's in the book, but it's probably something that will mostly be taken to my work to eat. Okay, so if you're interested in seeing that, join us next week. Bye guys.